What's going on, everybody? This is Super Robot, and today we're going to talk about the Newage Toys H72 TYPHON. And TYPHON is going to be a new Dinobot kind of based off of Scar. Now, also, if you have the other Dinobots that they have put out in their Legend scale line, you can combine them with this new robot called TYPHON. Now, TYPHON will be the body of the robot that they have. He's quite large compared to the other ones. But he does turn into most of this new combining form, and everything connects to him. And he has like, we'll go over the parts, but it's interesting that they didn't make Grimlock the big leader. They made this new character, but I'm not complaining. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting to say the least, because, you know, Scar is just like that, you know, sixth guy that's made up by other people like Hasbro, but still, what Newage did with this guy is a lot different, and we're going to go over that in the next slide. It's interesting, though. I was impressed by this. I mean, I do love the way he looks, so much so that it inspired me to start to look for the Takara Tomy version, Generation Select's VOLCANICUS Combiner. Who knows? I might get it. But anyway, actually, I had to get a washer and dryer, so that did set me back a little bit. I'm missing out on some toys right now. You have to spend over $1,000 and you didn't want to spend. But anyway, so here we go. Now we're looking at the body. The body is sort of like a parts forming system. You have two heads that you can swap out. You have, I guess those are, I'm not sure what those parts are. The other parts are the feet plates. There is one arm because that left arm, or his right arm, holds swoop. There is the back of the robot mode, the like the shield tail. There are some connector parts. There's a hammer, army hammer, and a sword. So those are the parts you get with it. It does look like he does a little bit of parts forming. And I know a lot of people don't like parts forming, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't matter because other people do. But anyway, so here you go. Here's this nice looking dinosaur named Scar. They know his name's not Scar. We just go, he looked like a Scar. So you could clearly see that the neck is that left-right arm. The body has the feet plates, and it does look a little phoned in to be a parts former. But this is a color prototype. Who knows? Maybe everything could change. But he does look like a large version of Scar. Now we get to the robot mode, and he looks just, now dare I say it, generic. You know? Just generic. He does look like he came from Cybertron. See, if you don't know the lore back in the days, the Marvel original comics for Transformers had the Dinobots actually were found. I think Ratchet found them or something, and they were in the tar pits. And they weren't from Earth. They were actually from Cybertron that crashed into Earth, and they got, you know, Dinobot alt molds. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they were supposed to be looking for Shockwave, and I was like, that's not true. I don't really give a fuck. Stop acting like that over damn toys. But anyway, that's what I remember from reading the comic book. I was 12 years old. I'm 52. Yeah, so 40 years ago. I don't remember all that shit. Anyway, back to the video. So yeah, you got the sword, the army hammer, the fist, and everything. And again, the robot mode, he looks like, you know what he kind of looks like? If you ever seen Dan Cougar. Dan Cougar is basically not so much a combiner like people think he is, because basically the brunt of the entirety of the robot is the mammoth. And that's what this reminds me of. But he actually stacks on the Dinobots, where in Dan Cougar, you know, the puma and the tiger or lion, they just become feet plates, and the little bird becomes a head. That's it. It's really weird how it does that, but you're supposed to believe that he's actually a different person. So that's that. But anyway, back to the video. Yeah, he's got the nice sword, nice hammer. Very cool. I like the way he looks, though. Overall, I do. I mean, I like when it's generic and blocky like that, because, you know, you can do things with him, you know. But yeah, he's got the shield and he's got the army hammer. So yeah, man, he looking good. Now we're going to see combined pics. Now, combined pics are stellar, but there's some things that's going to make you laugh. First things first, why Sludge Head look like that? Why you look like, oh, Lord, I ain't supposed to be here, man. Poor Snarl, he looking up and stuff. Grimlock looking down like, hey, guys, I'm right here. Then poor Swoop is just stacked on an arm. I mean, they could have at least folded it up a little bit better. I mean, because it looks like Slag becomes the other arm because you put the fist in there. But when you combine it, because the way the parts forming works, if you're really not paying attention to the left arm, the Swoop arm, man, this thing look good now. Wait, look here, boy. If I was into Legends class figures, I get this. I tried my hand at Legend class figures, y'all. Man, the post office stole my stuff. No, they did. We got a very unscrupulous USPS worker here at the Sunnybrook office in Raleigh. And they've been trying to really, any packages we get from China, they were trying. And, my son had to go to the Postmaster General and get that stuff straightened out, But I know they be wanting to try. Yeah, they tried to say that we delivered the package and it's back at the post office. And then I couldn't get it. They said they lost it. So yeah, they took it. And only part of my little Legends class figures that I ever got was Leo Zach from the Iron Factory. So after that, I would think that's when the pre-orders came up for the HasLab. And I'm like, actually, I prefer full size. So that's my story. Anyway, back to the video. Now, he does look clean. Boy, does he look clean. He does not look like a combiner from the back. Ain't that something? He looked more like a combiner from the front than he does from the back. But I do like the look of this combined mode. It has made me, and I said made me go and track down a Takara Legends version of the VOLCANICUS set. I've seen videos on it in the past. I keep forgetting to get it, just like I keep forgetting. I forgot to get Megatronia, or the repainted version of Victorion, and now that thing costs like $1,000. I'm not paying $1,000 for something that was not $1,000. I'm sorry, y'all. It ain't worth it because it's outdated engineering anyway. So, but overall, I dig the look, I dig the style, I dig what they're going for. I think for a lot of people, if you have these in your Newage or Iron Factory, your little Legends class, I know a lot of people love pocket figures. Now, I don't know where you're going with pocket figures, because personally, if I'm a team lead, if I see you at work playing with toys, I'm going to kind of ask you to put that away, because we got a lot of work to do. But on your lunch break, yeah, you can break it out. Yeah, I'll probably even sit there, but you're going to have to go back to work, because you got to go back to work, bro. We got too much work to do. So yeah, the pocket toys don't work in my office. But anyway, the way things go right now, I think this is a great set. I think a lot of people will be pleased with this set. I think a lot of people will want to go out and get this, if you're interested. So if you're a Legends class scale collector, this one is for you. I personally think it's great. I just, like I said, I have nothing against Legends class. I do, just the size. Let me be honest. Yeah, I don't care for that size. And I don't care for paying a lot for the size because of panels that fold up. I'm sorry. It's still a tiny ass figure that's way more than even sometimes Hasbro's offerings, and their prices are going up. So let that sink in mind. I'm out of that. I'm heading into very more classic and more expensive territories. But anyway, this is a great kit. I think it's great. You should buy it. I don't think I am. This is Super Robot Ed, bringing more news reveals to them. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.